you win. When you are getting ready to go to that scrum, did you know that you were about to unload all of this, or is it just something in the moment that kind of took over you?
No, getting out there and seeing, reporters that report shit about you like it's fact without ever checking with you to see if stuff happened, who are openly friends with other wrestlers. It's just fucking high school. It's high school, cliquey, mean girls, drama bullshit. And I get there and I see these goofs, and I just, lose my temper. Top 3 CM Punk promos though.
jaBROni, jaBROni, ABC. Oh, it doesn't matter how you spell jaBROni.
Nah, we don't believe you, jaBROnis. Nah, we don't believe you, jaBROnis. Nah, we don't believe you, jaBROnis.
See these goofs.
What's going on, everybody?
Fucking
Welcome to
goofs.
the jaBROnis. The goofs are back. The goofs are back. Since the last time we've been here, with the new reigning, defending, undisputed.
Did I win?
jaBROni World Champion. I'm pretty sure I eliminated myself.
I meant to add up the stuff. I knew I was close. I knew it was close.
I know I got mathematically eliminated during it, and then I think with Dana's one pick, it was official.
I had a pretty good feeling I won, but I just wasn't sure.
What was that for? Even Money in the Bank?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So, starting off right off the bat when we're recording this, I just realized when we stream usually this show, YouTube, on X, and on Twitch when we go live. I just saw recently when we just posted this that X would no longer can stream live on X without being a premium. We gotta buy a chip.
Man. Jesus. That is ridiculous.
What's going on there? And then there was a mess up with our RSS feed for about like 2 weeks. So our last 2 episodes were exclusively on YouTube. That is all fixed now. But from now on, it seems, to pay to stream on X seems a little, you're already paying for other programs to stream everything. So looks like it will always be on the YouTube and Spotify and all that stuff. But the X thing for now, I just noticed it came up as a alert when we were starting. I was like, whoa,
that's
Elon.
Insanity. That's Elon. Come on, man. We're on the same team here.
Not even jaBROni of the week yet. We still got some time. But whatever. Yeah, so this week's kind of just like a catch-up episode of kind of missing up on some missed time, some wrestling, some just real life things going on in general. The world's starting to get a little crazy. It's the summer before an election, so there's been some interesting things. We've had some people getting shot at. We've had conventions, just news channels everywhere going nuts, conspiracy theories. So it's been an interesting.
We get to be like, we're so privileged to be born when we were born, just, a lot of people haven't gone through like assassinations and WrestleMania 40s and Donald Trump possibly in office twice. That doesn't happen often. So kudos to the parents for getting down when they got down,
It's a great time to get down. But it's just been insane. Just on that note, I just want to talk about they had the Republican National Convention this week, which was like a side wrestling event, basically. In which
it turned into it,
before the whole Hogan thing, Linda McMahon was out there. She had a speech.
She looked like her face has just been like stretched over the corner of a table,
We had former one-time jaBROni World Champion Glenn Kane Jacobs.
It was good to see. This is where the jaBROni World title will take you to the Republican National Convention,
to the RNC. And then, of course, the guy that probably didn't need to come out of his shell and say that, hey, I'm a Republican, it probably wasn't needed, but Hulk Hogan.
Like water's wet, you know. Like we probably could have figured. I feel like most, just because of history, you know. I feel like people, wrestlers, WWE guys, and like the golden era or the Hogan era, probably a good chunk of them are Republicans. Way more than Democrats.
You're watching that thing, and I'm just waiting. I'm like, when is he tearing this shirt off? We know it's coming. I thought his speech was like super egotistical as well.
Of course,
did you catch any of it? Did you catch any of it?
A little bit, yeah, a little bit. I mean, don't get me wrong. When I hear Hogan and Linda McMahon are going to be somewhere, that's definitely not like I have to tune in for this. You know, although the most I've watched political convention would be when they, remember like in 2000, 2001, they were doing the whole smack your vote thing. And like they would have like The Rock at the Democratic National Convention, and somebody, Ivory, I think, was at one of them. That's like the most I watched these things. But yeah, when I heard Hogan and stuff, it definitely didn't draw my eye. So I knew I could find clips of it and stuff there. So didn't catch the whole thing. I know Trump had an hour and a half long speech, which kudos to him, because like I wouldn't know what to talk about for an hour and a half. Like, Jesus Christ. I mean, I guess if you're running for like the most important job in the country, you have stuff, but fuck me.
Yeah, I watched some. I mean, I probably watched about like 40 some minutes of it and probably went to bed. I mean, like 20 minutes.
How long is those things?
They're usually not. Those conventions. I mean, when his speech was definitely way longer than it was originally planned, it seemed. But I want to get back to the Hogan thing because, dude, Hogan mentioned him and Andre the Giant like 6 times. He just kept comparing himself. He used like a wrestling thing. We compare it to himself and then compare it to Trump. And it just was like, he mentioned Andre the Giant like 4 times, Macho Man. But it was just always comparing his greatness to what he sees in Trump or whatever. But it's just like him stroking his own dick like for the whole speech.
I'm pretty sure he's contractually obligated to mention Hogan and Andre and Macho Man, just so no one forgets.
Seems like he has a deal with the devil or something, at least, to mention that nonstop. But yeah, there was that. During this week, also we saw. Well, you sent me the seating chart for Dynamite 250 this week?
Yes. The seating chart, but it was also like the ticket count, how many it was set up for, how many had been distributed, and how many were left. It's an 18,000 seat arena, and as of Monday, it had only like 2,300 seats sold.
So then I saw parts of Dynamite. Mainly, I saw a lot of clips of during this 1-hour match. And this is the same week now coming where Fightful was reporting that there was going to be a possible AEW stadium show in the US they're eyeing up. It was the same week where I was watching this parts of this opening hour-long match. The greatest match in Dynamite history, some are saying. And after 3 rows behind the hard camera, there is nothing. There is nothing all the way up the 100 level. And it was just... I'm just like... And then you see reports of a stadium show in the U.S. I mean, we know that the stadium shows for AEW have been not in the U.S. for obvious reasons.
WWE?
No, just because they sell.
They can't fill it up.
They can't. Yes, I mean, we're playing
See, I feel like though, if it, well, yeah, it's Play-Doh. I feel like if it's advertised enough, and it's as a stadium show, I feel like people would just buy tickets because it's a stadium show.
Yeah,
I guess it depends on where it would be.
Yeah, I mean, it's just because they're playing like when they come to Philly, they're not at the Wells Fargo Center. They're at the Liacouras Center, and a lot of these places they're going to, they're at like college campus AHL stadiums. It's not anything. So just the idea of like the same week when this is happening that they're putting out there that potential. I mean, I think Tony Khan said like but not like this year or anything, which would be smart. And then also internationally, it was seen that people were seeing AEW stuff pop up on their Macs. People were saying
really?
A deal cut, but not. I mean, I don't know if this international. There's a lot of stuff going on out there. People are showing screenshots of their Macs from other countries, and it has a bunch of all elite stuff. A lot of the graphics have CM Punk in it, which I thought was odd. I think my Sling still has CM Punk as like the cover of like the shows that I DVR.
I'm pretty sure Hulu has Punk on there. Dynamite did do $7.95 this week, which it's the most they've had in 3 months. So there's something there.
There's like 3 segments, the whole show, possibly. I guess I mean, there was a Bucks Monet segment. I think Swerve and Okada were the main event, and then the first match was an hour long. We saw MJF win, become the what was AEW international. What the hell is this? International champion?
Yes.
And they've been doing this for a few weeks with. Well, MJF was going to wrestle Daniel Garcia at All Out. Then Ospreay came out, and there was all this stuff. Now Ospreay and MJF wrestled, and now MJF has this title. So I don't know if they're doing give this to Garcia at the big show, or we'll do a triple threat, or it's a one-on-one. I don't know. But there's that going on. There's that going on. I want to get more into. I want to talk some WWE here with you. I want to talk something I've been seeing last week, going throughout the whole week, and then definitely again after SmackDown last night. It seems that people are very upset with the Bloodline 2.0 and the repetitiveness of the ending of SmackDown, where we're taking out Randy, we're taking out KO, Bloodline standing tall. I think people are forgetting this is how they built up the Bloodline originally, and obviously we're building to something here. So I don't know. What would you say when you see all these people complaining about the Bloodline and the same old thing over and over again every week? You in that? Are you in that?
You're not gonna convince those people of anything. If you don't believe that there's obviously a end game, and okay. Did you shut the door? Shut the door. If you can't convince those people that the storyline's going to eventually turn into something. If you don't believe by now that Triple H has a idea up here to what a story will be, then go watch the other show. But I'm patient. Yeah, like I'm not necessarily a fan of the show ending basically twice, like the same way the last 2 weeks now. But I mean, I think that will build to something on our either at SummerSlam or on our way to SummerSlam. What is it? 2 weeks before SummerSlam. So I mean, maybe the week next week or the week after, maybe you'll get a Roman return. Maybe you'll get something. But you have to build. I mean, they're trying to build Solo as this top heel right now, top heel on SmackDown, and you gotta have to do what they've been doing in order to do that. And they've been taking out arguably the top 3 baby faces on SmackDown, and that's exactly what you should do. So I don't have a problem with it.
You hit it right there. If just not paying attention, that's exactly kind of what happened. Minus LA Knight. I mean, top baby faces.
He's number 4.
KO,
right now.
Randy. They're all getting taken out. And what are you going to do? I mean, if you're going to bring back Roman Reigns to help fight this bloodline, you need to build up this bloodline. The only person who was built up in this bloodline originally was Solo when Roman was there. You're bringing all these new people in. What are they going to be a threat to Roman if we just see them getting demolished? They need to be freaks of nature, like Fatu right now. They need to be dominant, show no signs of weakness whatsoever. It's just a build. I mean, if not, you just bring Roman back and it's 50-50 book. And what is it set up for? It's really set up for failure, honestly.
Yeah, you also have to make it make sense as to why Roman would even help Cody. Is it just because Solo's been bad-mouthing Roman, which, maybe is a good enough reason, but, I don't know if it's a good enough. I don't know if it's good enough to help Cody out. Good enough reason maybe to attack Solo.
Do you think he comes back to? I'm starting to I don't think he's going to come back to help Cody. I just think he'll come back where, like I said, like Cody already retains or something. I still think they're going to do I feel like it's what Solo's been saying. It's just going to Cody will be in around with, but I think this will break off Cody to maybe feud with Randy or something, like Randy coming back, heel, you got me hurt, and they can go do a program, and then we go to Roman and Solo. I mean, that's a possibility, but he's, when you think about the stuff that he did to Heyman's been off TV. They've written all of this stuff is building up to him coming back and going after Solo, but it just so happens that I don't know. It's interesting, but I think they're going to go there. I don't think it'll be involved. They'll be involved with each other when he comes back. Maybe for the return, but maybe.
You're talking Roman and Cody?
Yeah, because if not, I just think it diminishes the whole 2-year program with Roman and Cody and all that, just to be like, I'm back and we're best friends. Kind of just keep them separated for now. And we can see what we do. I mean, Cody has maybe stuff to still do with The Rock. We still have Roman and Rock too. So there's still the board up there with the thumbtacks, and we're going all over the place. Charlie Kelly, Pepe Sylvia. We're getting there, but I just think it would make Cody's title reign just seem kind of weird if he needs Roman to come back to save him. Where it could happen in that scenario, but it's not him saving Cody. It's him coming back and taking care of this bloodline. And the guy who's been saying that he's the tribal chief and acknowledge him. And it just sounds so chemo-ish, like the Wish version of Roman Reigns when Solo says it. So it's
I could see maybe Roman coming back at SummerSlam at the end of it. Cody wins, Solo and Bloodline beaten down, and then Roman comes out and there's just a face-off kind of to end SummerSlam. He's just looking at Solo like, what the fuck are you doing? You know, kind of something like that. But I mean, I have heard, I don't know if it's accurate, but I have heard like that maybe before SummerSlam Roman comes back, and that was kind of interesting to hear or read, just because I wouldn't expect that.
Yeah,
And
that
now
would
there's
be.
like only 2 weeks left, so I'm like, well, damn. Well, I mean, it would have to be, if that were the case, it would have to be next week. I don't think they'd bring him back the day before SummerSlam.
They're going to Japan. They're doing a tour. So last night they recorded SmackDown for next week already.
Oh, did I?
So I saw there was a tag.
Is Raw recorded?
I did not hear anything about that.
Are we
I don't
going
know
live from
if
Japan?
the live show in Japan is SmackDown Superstars. I'm not 100% sure, but I know that for a fact I read what happened on SmackDown for next week. So, but that's still, we would have one more after that, right?
Yeah, we would have like the day before SummerSlam.
Yeah, it would be oh man, to bring him back that would be.
If they brought him back the day before SummerSlam, I'd have to figure like you bring him back to be like a special referee for the main event. As like weird as that is. But it'll be interesting to keep an eye on. But like again, I feel like if you do bring him back before SummerSlam and it's the day before, it's definitely like a Nick Aldis stipulation where he's like the referee for the main event, and it's like, yeah, like that doesn't sound right. You know?
Well, now that you said that, I read an article this morning actually that it's looking like we're gonna have another special guest We're gonna have a special guest referee match at SummerSlam.
I don't like that idea. Yeah, I've seen it on Facebook before before spoiler alert for jaBROni the Week Facebook, but we'll get into it. I saw it before. I saw that on Facebook, so I obviously didn't take any like stock into it. But I don't like that idea either. I don't like it.
It's like kind of going off of like I was saying, if they did a triple threat match, it kind of, regardless, you do the triple threat match, you can kind of get away with everybody not really looking. If there's a loss, triple threat match, with the special guest referee with Seth.
I don't need Seth Rollins as a special referee. I don't need him as a special referee for one of the biggest matches of the year.
That's true. That is true.
You know, like it makes it like I think I would know the result of that match anyway, but it makes it a little bit too predictable if he's a special referee, considering the last promo he put with CM Punk, you know. So I don't need him there. I hope they go a different route. But at the same time, it's like, what is Seth going to be doing at SummerSlam right now? He's not like in a storyline with anybody.
That's what I wanted to say. It's like his storyline is with Punk and Drew.
I'm expecting Punk to be. So he's going to be back Monday. I'm expecting him to be announcing that he's cleared. I'm expecting that match to be made. And then maybe the following week it's announced that Seth is his referee. I really hope that's not the case. I hope fucking the Wyatts maybe attack Seth or something. I don't know, dude. Like,
yeah, yeah, and it's just like
anything but that. Really,
it's like, what are they screwing? What's the biggest like screw job that could happen with Seth being the rep. Like you just think like, all right, so what?
Well, he would cost Punk.
Yeah.
You know, like you're just setting Punk up for failure at that point.
And then it's like, where do you go with that one? What do we got after SummerSlam?
I think it's that Bash in Berlin thing.
Yes. Because I think they've like tried to like announce like certain matches for. I saw like a match graphic for like 2 matches. Like Sheamus is wrestling Gunther, or there's a tag match maybe with like Gunther and Ludwig versus Sheamus and something. Or I thought I saw something. But yeah,
that's at the end of August.
The referee and with Seth Rollins thing. I mean, when I saw it, I was just like, I mean, I guess it really makes sense just because they brought Rollins back for that title match. I don't know. It's just interesting. Interesting with I mean, Rollins has to be on the card. So I mean, if he's not in the match with the two of them, I mean, it's looking like that's definitely the way they're going.
I almost would rather have him book the triple threat match at SummerSlam. If you gave me triple threat match or Drew versus Punk with Seth as the referee, I'd probably pick the triple threat match. I want Punk and Drew to be straight up one-on-one. I want Punk and Rollins to be straight up one-on-one. You do not need a referee for that match.
Or maybe they're just stretching it out more. Like the first match between them is a little bit more of like, we have a special guest referee, honestly. Maybe you, it just, I don't know. It's, again, Seth Rollins needs to be on this card. There's a reason he was brought back from his injury to even have that title match a little while ago. They're cooking. We'll see. You mentioned the Wyatt 6. We're continuing with and I guess, I don't know if people are complaining about this either. The slow storytelling of the Wyatt 6, but I mean, it needs to kind of be going this way. There was a very, very, I think one of the best ones was this past week with Rowan, that literally I was watching it and like, I'm getting goosebumps now. Just how good and how real it was to just it just hit me listening to it.
Yeah, no, it was good. I'm glad that he showed up in person. So I don't get why people who complain about the slow storytelling must be really fun at parties, because like I just don't understand that complaint. Like, what's the rush, dude? It's a TV show. It's a TV show. You know, it's a soap opera. Storylines don't. No, I can't. How am I supposed to put this flat down? Sorry, I'm like doing 2 things at once. She wants the chair that I'm propping up the laptop on right now, and she's giving me a salon chair, and I can't put that flat on a table because of the chair. The back of the chair would be it's on a slant. Yes, exactly. I can't do that.
Can't have a shooter up there.
So I told her if she can find me something to prop the laptop on, and I will give you the chair. But right now, I'm using the chair.
Sounds like a fair deal.
Yeah. I don't know why people would be upset with a slow storytelling, the slow burn stuff. I love it. It makes me go ooh and ah. It's like watching one of like the Saw movies and waiting for the big twist at the end to happen, and you're like, oh, is it like that? Shit's fucking awesome. Like, so people who hate that, I don't know what to tell you, but this has been really good, really, really, really good. I'm assuming it leads to a match at SummerSlam, right?
Yeah, so we had Gable out there. He's aligned with the Creed brothers, which has been rumored for either over a month or so. It took them a while to completely book it and run out of the ring, but yeah, they're really still focused here on Chad Gable, it seems. We're seeing, I mean, throughout the weeks, we have Bo Dallas, just regular old Bo Dallas showing up in the manager's office and kind of just what he got attacked coming out the other night, beat down. Wyatt 6 comes out. So far, we've gotten the video for Bo. We've gotten one for Rowan. So we have to do what? Gacy and Nikki and Loomis still?
Gacy, Dexter, and Loomis. I don't know if Nikki's gonna have one. I feel like there's something up with Nikki. Why was she the only one that didn't unmask in that one vignette? You know, like I think there's something more to Nikki. I think there's a bigger story there.
They do an interview her with just like how she dresses up like a crazy, like freak, scary as hell.
I'm saying
that's gonna be awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's just that build, and I guess they didn't do anything with them at Money in the Bank. And it seems like they'll probably have some kind of either, I don't know, match or just like a big angle at SummerSlam.
Well, it could be now that I'm thinking about it, I forgot that, the Creed brothers were part of that little attack on Monday. So they could do honestly, they could do like Dexter, Rowan, and Gacy against those three and have Bo Dallas and Nikki kind of just be your I guess the show of the group where they don't do that much wrestling, but they do the talking and stuff, the other stuff.
Do you think when they wrestle that they're gonna have like a motif going with their matches, like we had Bray with the red light? Do you think that when they
I hope not.
They're gonna have like lights down and smoke in the ring? Because I like imagine that to be like somehow like it's not gonna be bright lights wrestling ring. I feel like that's not something they do. I feel like they're gonna gimmick it. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, thinking about it, like kind of how they have been showing up with the smoke in the ring and shit. Is that where you're kind of like?
Yeah, because they don't like showing them. They like showing them very scarcely, or lights flickering, or light shining on them, but it's not like it's not really descriptive. It's not bright lights, and you see the nooks and crannies on the mask and everything. They're very dark and eerie with it. And I was like, I wonder how that will carry over in like a bright lit up ring match compared to doing like a Boneyard kind of. I think the Boneyard match had nothing but smoke rising.
I would be open to that idea, and here's why. Usually, like I wouldn't be because of like that Fiend stuff. But so like I've seen the Demon Finn Balor with the red light in person.
That's true.
And I hated the red light. I mean I can't see. I couldn't see him. You know, like I couldn't see him. So I can't imagine watching a Fiend match the whole time while it's red. Especially that Seth Rollins Hell in a Cell match, because the cell is also red at that point. I think I'd be more open to that type of scene with the Wyatt 6 where it's cloudy and dark and like maybe like a spotlight or two, just because I would still be able to see the match. I'd be open to that. I don't know if I would like it, but I'd definitely be open to seeing it once and seeing how it works. So I almost would rather though just play it safe and
I mean,
do that.
First match, does it even last very long? Whatever they do, I feel like it needs to be.
It doesn't.
I feel like it needs to be just a definitive, like, just a It's a squash, basically.
I agree. I mean, it should be.
I think so. We'll stay on summer. I mean, we have last night was official. Logan Paul and LA Knight. Finally, I think we've been calling for this match since
Like last year,
last summer.
Yeah.
Last summer, called it for Rumble. I thought it was happening at Rumble, and then I was like, Mania. And, so now, yeah, we're getting it. Logan Paul in his hometown, taking on LA Knight.
Yeah. I don't know if Logan's going to lose that match. I mean, it seems like a lot of things have been going LA Knight's way, from like pinning him in that triple threat match to really, I feel like he's gotten the upper hand in a lot of situations, whether it's verbally or physically. I feel like he's gotten the upper. I forget how last night ended, but
Just
very interesting. So I
easy.
just, if I'm using the math that we like to use, usually if one person gets the upper hand the whole build to the big match, the other guy wins the big match. So are they going to have Logan lose in Cleveland? I don't know. This isn't Vince. This is Triple H, You
said that too. That's why people are saying it was reported that Braun Breaker didn't win the IC title against Sami Zayn because they wanted to happen at a big show. And I saw people upset about that. So they didn't want the title change to happen at Money in the Bank, which I consider so do I. I consider it a big show. So with that, it just means like any time, next time that Braun Breaker's in an IC title match and it's the big four, he's winning it. So
yeah, I agree.
There you go. But yeah, the LA Knight thing, I think this has been, I mean, we're going to be a year ago, he's winning the Slim Jim Battle Royal when he probably should have won this U.S. title. So I think it's about time to do it. Put it on the guy who's there every week. Let him have a nice little run with it.
You got to find out what you have with him. I mean, you already should know what you have with him, but you got to figure out like what you're going to be doing with him.
And not to, I don't know. Can I say something about potential match next week, which I'm assuming would probably be like #1 contenders for the tag titles?
Sure.
On SmackDown. So I believe that there's many Street Profits, My Beautiful Yas Boys, Pretty Deadly. But I think when all the smoke clears with this gauntlet they had last week, I think the Bloodline won the match. So I think
I figured they were going to do that.
Yeah, I think we're going towards probably them grabbing some tag titles maybe at SummerSlam.
Which that is not good because first off, Tonga Loa, he fucks up a lot. And secondly, DIY just got those bad boys and they deserve the lengthiest of title reigns.
That's another hometown boy too, going into Cleveland.
They're so good. Like they're my favorite tag team. They're my favorite tag team. And they deserve the world. And they don't deserve to be fed to the Tongans just because of storyline purposes. They really don't. Especially when one of those Tongans can't work. Like, just should not happen.
Yeah, but I'm thinking now, all these Cleveland boys with titles, someone's got to lose one.
Well, I mean, you've got to look back at a Clash. What? There were 3 matches with hometown people in it, and only one of them won. So,
Fry?
Yeah. So let's see. You're gonna have Logan. You're gonna have DIY. You'll probably let's get the Miz in there somewhere.
thinking just title changes on the show. I mean, I think the Gunther, you gotta maybe think that I don't know if this is just writing off Damian, but you gotta.
Yeah, I think I'm kind of thinking Finn turns at SummerSlam. Or Rhea? I don't know. We gotta think about Rhea too. We haven't mentioned Rhea.
So the return of Mommy and Dom
Dom's gonna turn probably. Judgment Day's falling apart.
Yeah, there's a lot of shenanigans occurring before we have a couple more of these go home shows. We got like about 4 left, 1 pre-recorded. So I know Bailey and Nia Jax is official. They had like a split screen interview last night, I believe.
Yes, it did not last long or
Bailey called her
go well necessarily. Yeah, reckless and safe, struck a nerve with Nia. She stormed off.
There's IWC comments in there.
Yeah,
them all out there. What else happened on SmackDown?
Not gonna lie, nothing really to note. They had Cody versus They had Cody and Kevin versus A-Town Down Under, which was interesting.
Well, they're just slowly trying to. I don't know if they were just waiting for this. I thought they were going to kind of line this up for those two to have a match at SummerSlam. I don't know if that's still.
No, that's not a SummerSlam match. That's definitely a turn on. One of them turns on the other one week, then the next week they have a match.
SmackDown main event.
Yeah, not even a main event, like an opener.
Let me see here. I thought something happened. I thought I had breaking news for a second, but
whoa.
No, I think we're good. I pulled right up to a video of a guy trying to have sex with the exhaust pipe of a car.
I'm sorry, what?
No, it's like some bum trying to put something in the exhaust pipe of a car.
Oh.
I'm only assuming it's maybe his penis. Yeah, he's moving his hips. What is happening?
Nice.
What is happening?
He's having sex with a car?
Dude, he's having he's definitely banging like a Ford Taurus. That's cool. Maybe a Nissan Sentra. Nice.
All right.
America, right? This is great.
Gotta love it, man.
Anyway, let's move off of that. What else is going on? Let's talk. We didn't get to talk about this. Cena.
We didn't get to talk about this.
John Cena. He's his last hurrah. We're gonna see him mostly all of 2025. Even to say about doing 30 out of 52 weeks, which I would say is I was talking the other day, one of my buddies about this. That's even better than that's more dates than Roman last year, I would say, from Mania to Mania.
Agreed.
I'd said there was we didn't get Roman for 2 months straight at some point last year. He was just gone, missed major pay-per-views, but 30 out of 52 is wild. I mean, we're probably gonna see 17. The title reign getting broken there. We're gonna get Cena Punk. We're gonna get Cena Randy, and we're actually gonna want it this time. It's crazy.
I'm still a heavy advocate for getting Randy 2 more title reigns. Okay,
it could.
I don't care. I don't care if you hot potato that title again. Just do it.
He could grab one off Cody if they end up doing that program during the fall.
I don't care. You have to you have to do it and do it right, dude. Like, make it his last match of his career. Like, God, like, I need it so bad. I really do. And I really was hoping, like, the Money in the Bank would come into play there, but obviously that fucking doesn't happen. But, like, damn, man. You need to have that. You have to have it happen. But yeah, no, I'm excited for the Cena Punk. I'm excited for Cena Randy. Hopefully we get Cena Styles.
Ooh, that's one that needs to happen.
I could go without a Cena Rock. I heard that, like, wanting to be made again.
Wow, I didn't even...
like 3 times in a lifetime is like just definitely not once in a lifetime.
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah. I would love it to see it. Maybe see if nobody else probably has interest in this, but I do. Maybe hey, Stone Cold, what's up, dude? Trying to face John Cena. You didn't face Hogan. You didn't face Hogan because you were a baby back bitch. You didn't face Brock because you're a baby back bitch. I know he's busy with his cats, and I get it. His cats are so cool, and like I look at my cat, and I'm like, dude, like his cats loves him. My cat just looks at me like it's.
Yeah.
But they're so cool.
Yeah, he's like off the grid, it seems. Who was saying? I think Ric Flair was just saying or something that he hasn't talked to like Stone Cold in like a year. He's kind of just been like off the grid.
Well, I mean, considering the source, I probably feel like a lot of people who don't have to talk to Ric Flair are not talking to Ric Flair.
Yeah, you got to watch his Kill Tony.
Yeah, I've really been into Kill Tony. So like, I watched the Kill Tony with Trump with Shane Gillis as Trump, and that was probably the funniest thing I've ever laid my eyes on. I've watched it multiple times. I still laugh. So, I've just been going through Kill Tony episodes, and I saw the Ric Flair one yesterday, and you could tell Kill Tony did not want him to leave and wanted the other comedians on stage to just shut the fuck up.
Yeah, he's a huge wrestling mark. So having Ric Flair on Kill Tony was like huge for him, and you don't want him.
Could you imagine that? That's so cool. But I think, you got to know who you're inviting on to. I mean, fucking Ric Flair's probably not the best person to have on Kill Tony. A, he drinks a lot. B, he has tendencies to go out on tangents. I still remember him and Jim Ross at that 2K press conference at the SummerSlam weekend.
Got everyone fired.
Yes, like that was.
He was on. I think this week. I think he was on Bert Kreischer's like Something's Burning. I think this week, and
that's the one in his kitchen, right?
Yeah. So he was drinking apparently, and I think he started talking about his son passing away and everything, and he
does that all the time.
And it's like, yeah, you can't. And again, like terrible, but it's like you can't have this guy on and know it's true with drinking and a show, especially for comedy, and then you can't get in there and start talking about that. Like,
don't make a mess. But yeah, no, you gotta really understand what you're getting into with Ric Flair. Sure.
Yeah, the Kill Tony, Trump and Biden. Adam Ray does Biden. Shane Gillis' Trump is great, but Adam Ray doing Biden with his just faces of like
nailed it, dude,
and then smiling and just putting his sunglasses on, and that was hilarious.
Yeah, it was very good, and like the best part, like I'm trying to like convince people to watch it, and like they'll watch it and they'll laugh at the Trump Biden stuff, but they're like, but the comedians aren't funny. I was like, hey, fuck forget about the comedians
That's the part-
that
that's the
get
point.
60 seconds. That's the point. They're not funny, but those guys and their reactions are, and just like Tony, like cracking up the whole time.
He was
That was
dying.
he was great. Great.
That's the point. I mean, the
But
whole
yeah.
point is to get bad comedians up there and the panel to roast them. I mean,
Yes.
that's what
And,
Tony
like,
Hinchcliffe is. He's a roaster.
Hey man,
so.
like I started watching like other episodes, and like there were a couple good episodes where the comedians were all right, not bad,
Yeah.
not bad.
Pleasantly surprised. Some people end up getting like gigs, opening gigs or something.
Yeah.
It just really
Very good.
depends. But it's definitely a good premise for a show. I mean, I'm not a fan of a lot of some of the comedians who go on there. I think are tool bags. But
Yeah, I agree. I've watched a couple of them.
I
Not
sometimes
a fan
think
of some of them.
Hinchcliffe is kind of a tool bag sometimes. But
I get that he can be.
everyone,
But he makes
everyone can be.
he makes up
Everyone
for it to me.
Everyone can be. All right. Should we jaBROni of the weekend, I guess?
Yeah, sure, why not?
All right, let's get into this. jaBROni of the week.
Johnny Cena went to town riding on a pony. Rock stuck a feather up his ass and called him a jaBROni.
Here, I don't think of them running back Cena and Rock again when every single week I hear Cena singing about Cena, Rock singing about Cena. Of course, it was right in front of my face the whole time. God, I hope they don't. They'll just both get hurt.
Yeah.
All right.
Shame.
jaBROni of the week time. We've had about 2 weeks here there's a lot of possible
Big time. Big time possibilities.
I kept switching off of one, and then I ended up going just something I saw more that hits home recently. Probably, so I just moved a few months ago, and I was about probably a few blocks away from where this just happened the other day on Lansing Street in Philly. This ended up going national. A lady shooting a woman and then ended up shooting the baby in the stroller.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
It was the 3000 block of Lansing, which I just moved away from. I was like right around the corner from all of this, and I just saw the clip. And then after she shoots, she hits the baby, and then this lady says, "Fuck your baby." She was. They did get her. She is detained, and I hope she goes away for life. That's something that's something that you should just get put to death immediately for.
Did the baby die?
No, was in critical condition. I think the baby is going to be okay.
Holy shit.
But I saw this was everywhere. I saw this even on the New York Post this morning. Like this went like national, and just a week with just gunplay in general from this the dude who shot at Trump that looked like a freaking dude I went to grade school with. That I would have thought probably would have done the same thing. Yeah, but it was. I think that one just because it just hit home recently more, just being like, wow, I literally just moved out of that neighborhood, and we got this scumbag lady walking around just opening fire at a lady, and then like, what is? I don't know. What are we doing anymore? So, it stays out of wrestling for this week, but that was more of one that kind of just snuck up on me. And when you have a daughter and you have kids, I mean, it kind of just hits a little bit different.
Of course, yeah. Can't argue with that one. I was very back and forth with mine.
Give it to
2
Tony
weeks.
Khan.
Yeah, I'm not gonna give it to Tony Khan. Tony Khan gets to me. Tony Khan is always the jaBROni of the week, but like he doesn't deserve like a shout out the whole time.
Yeah, we'll give him jaBROni of the year. We'll give him his flowers.
Yes. I think so. I had a lot to do. I was really going to go for the people who think Trump, shouldn't have made a slight adjustment to his head. But at the same time, Trump has done some bad shit too.
I know, but it's just like you don't have to like him at all, but it's just the fact that people were even making that. It's just a human life.
So here's why I am staying away from it, because if Trump did that stuff to, I don't know, let's say my child, I would probably, I probably would want to, probably have him, also. So I stare, people are going to have their feelings. I'm cool with that. People who think he deserves to die because they don't want him to be president, that's another thing. That's totally different. Like, whatever, dude. He's gonna be. Him getting shot was probably the best thing that happened to him as far as the race goes. No, so I decided to steer clear of that. And just when I needed something to replace him with, like heaven in a handbasket. This week, it came to me. It was like, hello. All right. So, social media, specifically specific, and you wouldn't know anything about this because I don't think you're on any really social media except for X and maybe Instagram. I'm gonna single out Meta, aka Facebook, aka dumb social media, but probably the most popular one if you want to talk to people from high school and shit, which I never had any intention to. Now, here's the thing. I used to be very active on Facebook when Facebook was like it, when Facebook was the shit, when people would actually comment on your shit. I mean, I guess some people still do that, but like for me, ever since really I had my kid, well, since my wife had my kid,
you had your kid.
I used it for one thing and one thing only. Dana will take pictures of Sophia, really good pictures. I am not a great picture taker. I don't have a great picture phone. So I would raid Dana's Facebook for those pictures and put them on my phone. It's the only reason I use Facebook. Wouldn't make statuses anymore except for maybe your occasional dad joke here and there. I would maybe tag a couple. I wouldn't even tag people. So basically, wouldn't use it. This week, however, has been kind of shitty because I was hacked. My Facebook was hacked.
What?
Yeah, just like out of nowhere. I hadn't used it in a while, not even to raid Dana's Facebook. And I'm at work. It's like 5 a.m, and I get a notification on my phone saying somebody's trying to log into your Facebook. And it's not me. So I was like, hey, it's not me. And they said they would block it. That didn't happen. So they've been trying to sell shit on my Facebook, and the story that they're using, which is kind of hilarious, is I had to put my dad in a home, and now I'm selling all of his stuff. Some of it now, if you know my father, not an outdoorsy guy, not very active. He's very content sitting in his chair, having a cocktail, watching his shows, smoking his weed. He likes to do all that stuff. He doesn't have dirt bikes, which were being sold on my Facebook for $1,000.
I'm not getting that dirt bike then?
Not getting that dirt bike. Does not have PlayStation 5s that are $250. Doesn't have any cars that are like $500 deposits. Doesn't have any of this stuff.
Well, they were selling all this on like Marketplace.
Just he would be making stats. 1 second. Wouldn't he? He'd be selling it right on the page.
What the hell? I'm getting no car. I'm getting no PlayStation. What about the Xbox? Am I going to get the Xbox?
Even a crappy hacker wouldn't sell Xboxes. Well, maybe they would because they're crappy. Anyway, so I'm trying. Like, it's like I don't want to deal with this. I don't. So here's how I find it. So when I hit like it's not me, I'm assuming it's taken care of. I'm assuming because I've gotten that message before, and I'd be like, it's not me, and I'd be able to log in. No problems, done. Now this has happened before. But I was able to create a new Facebook. Let me just tell you how I found out that I was getting. Well, I knew I was hacked, but here's how I found out what was going on my Facebook. Friend of mine started texting me. Where is it? Okay, here we go. All right. So this was Thursday afternoon. She texted me and says, "Did anyone take the washer and dryer? We've been without a dryer for 4 months now." To me, I'm like, is this meant for me or is this meant for like her boyfriend? 'Cause I don't know. Like, there's no hi, there's no hey, what's up? It's, did anyone take the washer and dryer? We've been without a dryer for 4 months. And I'm like, so I'm thinking like I'll mess with her a little bit. Maybe my thought right now is she meant to text her boyfriend, not me. So I'm gonna mess with her until she notices that she's talking to me, not her boyfriend. So I said, you could hang everything. I said, ... You could hang everything on a clothesline. And then I was like, wait, someone stole your washer and dryer? She said, we've been hanging it in the dining room. No, it's broken. No one stole it. So I'm like, all right, she clearly, like, she's talking to me. Like, she is meaning to talk to me. And then she says this. I meant, did someone claim your dad's washer and dryer? And then I was like, I didn't know my dad was getting rid of his. And then I was like, he lives in an apartment. He can't get rid of his. What's going on here? And then she finally was like, did you not make that post? And I was like, oh, I've been hacked. Don't give that person any money for a washer and dryer. So that's how I found out stuff was going on. And then like, that was like right when I was leaving work on Thursday. And then like clockwork, people started texting. It was like almost as if that conversation sent like a bat signal to my entire like friend group and family group, because like clockwork, I'd be getting, yo, you're hacked, dude. Yo, what's going on? Like,
open.
Like, I don't talk to anybody like on a pretty daily basis, with the exception of the people I live with. And like, there are people who are just like, yo, man, what's up? What's going on? Either telling me I'm hacked or telling me, hey, I want this. And I'm like, I cannot. I'm talking like all platforms, like text messaging. I was getting Snapchats. I was getting TikToks. I was getting tweets. I was like, whoa, guys. First off, I haven't talked to some of you since like my Wawa days. Secondly, chill out. Now I appreciate everything, but now I'm trying to like get this shit taken down. I am trying to get this taken care of, because I don't want people to be, scammed. So first off, I don't know if you've ever dealt with Facebook support. But there is absolutely no way. There's no support. There's like none. There's not a phone number you can call. There's not like email you can send. There's nothing. There's absolutely nothing. So I'm
Yeah.
kind of at a loss for words. I'm like Googling what to do, and I get like this link, and it says, "Had your account been hacked?" And in my head, I'm like, "That's the perfect thing I need. I need to click on that. My account has been hacked." And they're like, yeah, what's your password? I was like, dude,
It seems like you're trying to hack.
I haven't needed my Facebook password in years. And maybe that's like what's wrong with Facebook, because I feel like every social media outlet, makes you re-enter it every so often, or makes you change it every so often. Facebook doesn't do that. I'm pretty sure I haven't entered a password for Facebook in like 3 years. Like, it's been that long. So I don't remember my Facebook password. Now, apparently, I did not register my phone with Facebook, so I couldn't log in with my phone number. I did not register my current email with this Facebook, which is crazy because how else would I have done it? So when I enter that in, it does not work. So I'm like, hey, I don't have my password, don't have my email is not working. What can I do? So, and now I'm not talking to somebody because, again, there's no Facebook support. So I click the little button that says, oh, I don't have my password. Oh, I don't have my email. So then on my phone, I read, okay, here's what you need to do. And I don't know if they think that I'm on my computer doing this or what, but they said, go to your phone and your Facebook app, and we sent you a notification. Confirm that notification. Two things wrong with that. One, I'm currently on my mobile phone doing this, so I can't do that. Two, I cannot log into my Facebook because I guess hacker dickhead kind of, I don't know, booted me out of it, yeah, and
You're
maybe
logged
changed
out.
my password up or something, So can't do that at all. So now I just have people reporting it as they come across it and text me. What I'm getting at is Facebook is my jaBROni. Mark Zuckerberg is my jaBROni of the week, because, like, again, this is the second time that's happened to me. Why is there not better, like, security on this? Why don't you have people changing their passwords every so often, or at least entering them every so often? I hadn't logged on to Facebook on my laptop ever because I don't know the password. I just had been logged on my Facebook on my phone this whole time. It's
Psychopaths go on Facebook on their like computer, I think.
Well, I saw Dana on it the other day on her laptop, and I was like, yo, that is fucking insane.
For her.
Yeah, no, yeah, definitely, one eye open when I sleep. But again, it's not the fact, like, I don't care that I don't have a Facebook. I hardly used it. The only reason I would want it is to, again, get those pictures that Dana takes of Sophia, and, if, like, somehow Dana and Sophia jumped off a cliff and my life alteredly changed in such a way where I would maybe like try to reach out to other people who have also had their life alteredly changed and something, and I don't have their phone number, something like that. If I were back on the market and maybe there was somebody I was, something like that. That's the only reason.
Don't let her listen.
No, yeah, I don't think it's gonna happen. So yeah, those are like the only reasons I would ever have a Facebook. One of them probably will never happen.
Or if you want to change your profile picture to you wearing a One Tree Hill basketball jersey.
Yeah, that is also the case. So the principle is, like, I don't care about not having the Facebook. It's the fact that if I wanted to, I couldn't do it. And also, I don't want my friends on Facebook getting fucking scammed. Now, I think most of the people that I talk to, I have reached out to because I frantically started texting everybody I know. I put something out on Snapchat because I have a little bit of a bigger reach on Snapchat. As far as like, those are people who like don't know me as well, like people I used to work with, all that good stuff. I had Dana put out a Facebook post and tag me. She got blocked by me after that. So it's not the fact that I don't have it. It's the fact that it happened. It's the fact that I don't have the choice now to log back into my Facebook. And even if I wanted to go through the rigorous process of creating a new one, friend requesting everybody, and you know, going through them messaging me like, oh, hey, is this you? Like, that is fucking annoying, and it's a task, and I don't feel like doing it. Even if I wanted to do that, I couldn't because my email's already registered with that Facebook now, I guess. Like, I tried to. I was gonna bite that bullet. Entered my email, can't do it because that email is already taken or whatever, or that phone number is already taken. I'm like, well, I'm not making a separate email just for Facebook. I don't even, like, I know I have a Yahoo email out there somewhere. I don't know that one. I have my Gmail. Those are the only two that I know that you can do it. I feel like Hotmail is like something, right?
I have that.
You have a Hotmail. You have a Hotmail. Is that your regular email? Is that your regular email?
McCann.
Yeah, you never have any issues with it?
Now, I've used Hotmail since I've had McCann423 at hotmail.com since I was 16, I think. I made a McCann423 at Gmail. I think I have a the jaBROnis at Yahoo, I think. I think I have the jaBROnis at Gmail too. And honestly, I think I had a McCann423 login for Facebook when I went to Temple back when and again, I'm removed from college now. This would be almost 20 years or 16, I would be years removed from maybe graduating college. Did not. But I remember I could put in my old email, my McCann423 Hotmail, and put it in my old password, and it would bring me to my Christopher McCann Facebook that I had when I was at Temple. And then I could also put in McCann423 at Hotmail and put a different password in, and it would send me to my Topher McCann. So I would have two emails with two different passwords, and I could somehow get into both of my accounts with these passwords for a while. Because I think I was still dating my ex when I went into my old Temple-oriented. When Facebook used to be like you had to be going to college and have a temple.edu email address or something.
Maybe they should go back to that. But, I don't know. Maybe I will. Maybe if I'm bored one day and I end up feeling like messaging and friend requesting all those people again.
You're not missing
But,
anything.
I know, exactly. I'm not, again, I would only have it for the reasons I had just stated.
Now I just post like a random country song or something and go, this is cool. That's about it.
I'm way more active on Twitter. Unfortunately, none of the people that I would even talk to on Facebook are active on Twitter or X. Snapchat's probably like my go-to. I wish people were active on Twitter. I mean, I feel like it's better. I feel like it's fun and
the funniest.
It's informative and like Facebook, like all those like news stories on Facebook, a lot of them are fake, man. And Twitter has its fair share of fake stuff, but
you don't need to interact. It's more of a just like, I love going through Twitter, the For You tab, and just going through and liking things. and then showing the things I like to people and be like, yo, this is funny. Like that's like Twitter to me is just, I still think it's the funniest platform. I think it's the best platform. I think it's the most entertaining. There's nothing better than anything you're watching has a hashtag. And if you're watching something by yourself or you're texting your boys in between, it's just funny to have like that tab up and just like I saw something last week, like, yo, if the world was ending, like the first thing I would do is pull up X and see whatever, like just see what everyone's memeing and stuff. And that's exactly how it's fun. It's I could say I use it as my morning newspaper, but I don't read much into it like that. But every morning I start off by just going on Twitter and scrolling through and just, I mean, you said it to all the thing. One, sick t-shirt.
Thanks.
And that's a beautiful, beautiful titters. Hi, titters. I'm gonna
say hi, Halo.
I'm gonna scratch your belly.
Say hi, Halo. He never gets airtime, and I had to switch my location because my laptop was dying. So now it's good. But no, yeah. So yeah, you know, I don't touch Instagram. That's another one that I don't really get the point of.
We have Instagram. I have
we have one, yeah.
But I don't even have it. I don't even have it downloaded. I don't even. Anytime someone said my softball chat always will send me a video from Instagram, and I have to like open it in Safari, unmute it real quick, and watch the clip. And if I miss it, I got to refresh it. And just because I'm like, I'm not. I don't know. I've just become lazy, maybe with my older.
Well, Instagram, I think, is pointless for people like us. You know, we're not taking pictures every day. We're not taking pictures of our food and stuff. Like,
no,
I don't tell stories via pictures either. You know, I don't really have the need to. My brother, Johnny, does that, but he has one because he like does that shit for like his roofing company. You know. Like he has like a drone that'll take footage of like the work he does, and it's really cool.
And that's creative.
Yeah, that's badass shit.
Like this morning, mine would be like I was looking across the street this morning, and my neighbor was washing down his driveway, and he had a parrot on his shoulder, a green parrot.
That actually happened.
And then one of the neighbors came over and was trying to pet the parrot, and I was just like, "What the fuck am I looking at right now?" But the guy diagonal across the street from me has a green parrot that sits on his shoulder and he does lawn work with them. And that's, I mean, it doesn't get more badass than that, I don't think.
Yeah, we need him on the show.
Yeah, I think the parrot talks too.
No Instagram. I mean, I have one, just don't go on it. Snapchat, I'm pretty active with. I got a couple streaks that I'm pretty proud of there. No, seriously, I think me and there's two people I used to work with. My streaks with them are currently at 490 and 572 days of straight up streaking.
Whoa, is that
Snap?
So that's what the streak is every day, consecutive.
Yeah, every day. Yep. They have to send you one, and you have to send you one. Yeah. So I'm pretty proud of those.
If you send the dick pic, you have to reciprocate it.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, I'll never let go of those guys, you know. And then I also I try to send out like a snap if I'm snapping, you know, as long as it doesn't involve work or something. I'll snap it to like everybody on my friends list. TikTok, you know, obviously I've slowed down on the TikTok. Although I'm thinking about going back up on the TikTok. So Dana, we've gotten off topic. Facebook's my jaBROni of the week. Just letting you know that. But since we're on the topic of social media, Dana over here, she recently decided to do a lot of stay-at-home moms on the TikTok and stuff, you know. So she decided to join that community and posting a lot of stuff on TikTok and stuff. She got over 2,000 followers now. She recently got accepted into their
cult.
Their TikTok, she can now. I don't want to get anything wrong.
She's making more money than us right now, right?
She has potential. Yes, she is. Oh yeah, Dana. Sophia is about to eat chips.
She got a sponsorship with Doritos.
Huh? Oh, it wants me to open it.
Ah, yeah.
So anyway, she has enough followers to where she can now get stuff for free, review them on TikTok, and if people use the link to buy that certain thing, like her link, she can earn some commission.
All right, we gotta put the title on her, man. We gotta set this up. You gotta drop it to her.
I'm telling you.
All right.
So now she has me wanting to do that kind of stuff. But the thing is, some of the stuff she posts, she's cleaning, she's shopping, she's taking care of the kid. I don't do that.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I do it, but I mean, well, I don't clean. I do stuff. Okay, I'm not deadbeat, but
she's lapping us.
there's no stay-at-home dad community.
Yeah.
Like if there is, I haven't found it. Never been part of my algorithm.
Oh, God damn it.
But yeah, so there's TikTok, and then I have X, and X is I don't really post on X either, but I mean, I use it to get pissed off, and I use it to laugh as well. So fuck Facebook.
You can't even. People don't even see the things you like anymore.
I know.
I don't like that. I don't,
and I'll never understand this about X. I'll never understand this about X. I could come across on my For You page somebody who makes a post about something that I have some interest in because of my past likes, I guess. And that dude will have so much activity on that tweet, and I would look at his follower count, and it's like nobody. And I have nobody on my follower. I think 93 people follow me. I'm pretty sure half of them are bots.
Yeah. jaBROni's thing. We have got like thousands of followers, and it's like the interaction. Like, okay, well, what are we doing?
How come when I do tweet, on a rare occasion I do tweet about something popular, and I use all the proper hashtags, all that, why the fuck am I not getting that activity? Huh, Tony? Is it you, Tony?
It's a timing thing, dude. I've still to this day, that only time was when Punk went on that rant at that press conference, and I was watching it live and was recording it. I noticed that I was screen recording like live gold, stopped it at a moment, cropped it, and posted it with the hashtags during that press conference, and it was like, boom, instantly 6 figures of impressions, like an hour into it. And it was just like, wow, this is, and that thing blew up. I still sometimes get notifications from that post that happened 2 years ago, and I'll go back and be like, oh, someone like, and I'll look at it and be like, holy shit. Like, why doesn't this happen all the time? But you just have to be, you got to be there. It's like a timing thing. You got to live your life on there almost.
Basically, yeah.
Is it worth it? No, I don't think so. But that one time when I got it, it was I remember I was falling asleep in my bed listening to that press conference, and all of a sudden he's munching on these muffins and going on a rant, and I'm like, hold on, this is something. We're about to witness something beautiful. So sometimes when you catch the crossfires of being there for, I could have done it honestly the other night. I probably could have been one of the first ones out there with the Trump Hogan thing, and then I was like, oh no, you know what? This might not be this might not be the way to go with this one.
You'd probably get a lot of unwanted shit on there.
Maybe we should just close out jaBROni of the week. So we got
don't
shoot babies in Northeast Philadelphia, and fuck Facebook.
Yeah.
Johnny Cena went to town riding on a pony. Rock stuck a feather up his ass and called him a jaBROni.
Yay. All right. So next week, promise, guarantee.
Well, I have a title to defend.
Back. Next week will just be normal run of the mill. I'm gonna cover this up. How do I look with just the mustache? Huh? Should we?
You look like you look all right. You look good. I feel like you are you like I feel like a famous painter you're going for. I don't know. I don't. Is there a famous painter? Not Bob Ross, obviously.
Cut my ear off,
Maybe
maybe.
Beethoven. Yeah. No. Wait. Did he? Is that who you're referring to? I don't know.
But yeah, next week will be normal run of the mill, talking about the week that was, following the week of SummerSlam, pending. I don't know. There's a chance I may be there. There's a chance I may not be there. It's all last minute. I decided to buy tickets to country music shows instead. So
Sick. Yeah. I definitely can't go SummerSlam because it just turns out that somebody's taking a vacation at work that I have to be at work on Monday morning. Like I can't take off that Monday, like the Monday after SummerSlam. So like I don't think I'd be able to go to Cleveland just to be back in time to get to, you know what I'm saying? So
because part of me is like, if I do it, it would be like a go to the show and then drive back 6 hours after the show.
yeah, see, that would be no bueno for me.
So we're sitting, but we're popping.
Although I'll tell you what, I'm pretty upset. You know, Jelly Roll being there now. It's
apparently,
yeah,
country motif is going. Yeah, I got Mitchell Tenpenny tickets in November. I'm going to see Creed in August, late August, I believe.
Sick.
And I'm going to go see Post Malone in September for his new country album. So
he's making a whole album.
Yes. One, gonna send you a link of a song that he performed. He posted it on his YouTube last night, and you're gonna love it.
Sick. I love my country music.
Dude, I'll send you just some of what he's putting out right now. Is just I cannot wait for it.
I know. I love his Morgan Wallen song, and I love his
the song
his,
of the
Blake Shelton song. Yeah, I love his Blake Shelton song too.
Both of them are awesome. Dude, just did one last night.
Actually, you know what? Country music, a lot of people are getting into it. You know, Eminem, new album with Jelly Roll, that song.
How is that song?
The Eminem Jelly Roll song?
Yeah, I just saw it. It keeps popping up. Is it a rap song?
Yeah, there's like bits of Somebody Save Me from Jelly Roll in it, and then Eminem does his shit.
As soon as I'm done, I'm putting it on because it came out the other day. The album I've only heard
it's
Houdini, I think, so far. And
man, you should listen. Like you should listen to it. There's one that's gonna make you cry because you're like a girl dad and stuff, and I cry. But like,
really?
Yeah.
I'm gonna send you the post one from last night that I'm gonna send it to you.
Okay.
And it's gonna be my daughter's wedding, so I'm dancing with her to it.
Oh shit! Really? Yeah, no. Listen to the Eminem album. Temporary, I think it's called. Temporary, I think it's called. You should.
It was Luther Vandross, but Luther just got beat by Post.
Wow, that's crazy. That's crazy. I got Thomas Rhett on deck for my daughter's wedding and our song or in our dance, I believe.
We're gonna have the same one. I'm gonna send it to you right after this.
Oh, all right, cool. I'm excited.
Let's all episodes. Go check us out, jaBROnis Pod on YouTube. Follow us on X, jaBROnis Pod. The world champion. You can follow him over. What's that handle?
That's Philly jaBROni 1.
I'm still happy, jaBROni. I mean, this is after the Corbin thing. I mean, they were in that tag team gauntlet last week, him and Cruz. They had somewhat success in it.
Hey man, hell of a thrown together team there. I gotta say, I think Corbin's kind of prepping for his eventual TikTok career and his cooking ability.
It's there.
Have you caught any of the new Cody Rhodes interview show called "What Do You Want to Talk About" on his bus?
I'm not gonna lie, I only watched the LA Knight one. I watched it the other day.
The Bailey one was okay. He talks about Corbin being like the best cook ever.
He is, dude. My man puts those rubber gloves on and he cooks meat like a champion.
He's not fucking around.
But the Cody
Also,
show
quick
with
shout out.
was very good.
Yeah. Quick shout out. I got to shout out Apple real quick. I got this in the mail. Against my better judgment. It's the Apple credit card. Take a look, see here. First off, it's a titanium card. Yeah, it's really heavy and stuff, but 3% cash back on certain purchases, and one of them's Uber, and I use Uber like every day. And I've had this card for 2 weeks, and I got like $14 in this account right now. It automatically puts your shit into a savings account, So like I'm just racking up money right now. It's pretty sweet. Shout out to you, Apple, for having such a cool ass thing. That's I've been playing with it this whole time and felt like it needs to be mentioned. If you don't have one and you can get one, I think you should get one.
We do jaBROni of the week, and then after we do the negative stuff, we talk about the thing maybe before we leave some of the things that we like, throwing it out to the people.
Yeah, no, this is like fucking awesome. So
the Apple card, I'm going to be throwing out.
If you're able to get one.
Everyone go check out Post Malone and his new music that's been out, because it's
I'm not like a Post Malone type of person.
I was a fan of a couple songs that you probably think that you are better now, and the Sunflower.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
You would know.
I know the Sunflower song just because I watch Spider-Man stuff, but like
he put out an album about last August that I've been listening to. That's been great, and I love it. And now this country album's coming out with, me slowly waiting for the Chief to come back over here so I can go see him again. If not, I'll be going to Nashville hopefully within the next year to go check out Eric's Bar Chiefs on it's gonna but let's wrap it up. We're gonna be back next week. We're gonna be every week. No more nonsense. We're back next week talking some wrestling on the road to SummerSlam. Until then, jaBROnis out.
jaBROni, jaBRONI, XYZ, ABC. Oh, it doesn't matter how you spell jaBROni.
We don't believe you jaBROnis.